Thousands of years ago, the islands of ancient Japan were covered in dense green bamboo forests. Lush mountains and crystal-clear cold streams shaped the daily lives of early prehistoric people. These early inhabitants lived in small, peaceful communities during the ancient Jomon period. They relied heavily on nature to provide everything they needed for survival. They gathered wild nuts, berries, and edible mountain plants from the rich hillsides. They also learned to grind wild seeds and roots into a coarse, nutritious flour. In their primitive pit dwellings, they crafted unique earthenware pots with intricate rope patterns. These clay pots allowed them to boil water and cook hot, nourishing stews. Life was simple, yet required constant innovation to overcome the challenges of each season. When the humid summer arrived, the Japanese archipelago became intensely hot and sweltering. The heavy summer heat made hunting and foraging physically exhausting for everyone in the tribe. Eating steaming hot food directly from clay pots over a fire became uncomfortable on blazing days. Warm food would spoil quickly under the scorching sun if not eaten immediately. The tribe members searched for ways to keep their food fresh and enjoyable during the heat. Among them was a curious young hunter-gatherer who loved exploring the forest streams. He often sat by the bubbling mountain brooks to escape the midday heat. One hot afternoon, he noticed how refreshing and ice-cold the natural spring water felt. Nearby, thick green bamboo stalks grew straight and tall toward the bright summer sky. Bamboo was already a valuable material, used for making baskets, tools, and sturdy spears. The young gatherer picked up a naturally fallen hollow bamboo stem lying on the rocky bank. He watched as clear spring water flowed through the open half of the cracked stalk. A tiny wild berry fell into the flowing water and swiftly slid from one end to the other. The gatherer watched the berry glide smoothly along the natural wooden channel. When he reached out and caught the berry, it felt remarkably cool and crisp to the touch. A sudden spark of curiosity and inspiration struck his mind right then and there. He wondered if this natural water channel could be used to cool down their own meals. Back at the camp, the tribe had just prepared thin strips of dough boiled in hot water. These primitive noodles were made from crushed acorn flour and wild yam paste. Though filling and healthy, they were sticky and far too hot for a humid afternoon. The young inventor decided to bring his bamboo idea to life for the entire village. He selected several long, straight bamboo stalks from the nearby dense bamboo grove. Using sharp stone adzes and heavy obsidian blades, he carefully chopped down the thick stems. He skillfully split the round green stalks in half lengthwise with wooden wedges. He then carefully scraped away the inner bamboo nodes using a sturdy flint scraper. This created smooth, hollow half pipes that could guide water without any obstruction. Next, he carved sturdy wooden stakes with notched tops to serve as supporting tripods. He carried the split bamboo pieces to a gentle grassy slope near the village edge. The other tribe members gathered around with puzzled expressions to watch his strange project. They wondered why he was building a long, elevated wooden track along the hillside. He connected several bamboo segments together, making sure the joints overlapped smoothly. He set up the wooden tripods at varying heights to create a gentle, continuous downward slope. He then diverted a small stream of pure cold mountain water into the top of the bamboo flume. Clear spring water immediately rushed down the green bamboo channel with a cheerful sound. The entire flume glistened brightly under the warm summer sunlight. The water flowed smoothly from the top of the hill all the way to the bottom. The village elder stepped forward and tilted his head with curious eyes. The inventor smiled and signaled that the experiment was finally ready to begin. He took a batch of freshly boiled wild dough strips from the hot earthenware pot. He placed a bundle of the hot-cooked noodles directly into the rushing water at the top. The cold mountain current instantly caught the noodles and carried them rapidly downhill. As the noodles traveled along the bamboo channel, the ice-cold water chilled them instantly. Two children standing along the bamboo chute watched in total amazement and excitement. The inventor handed them a pair of carved wooden twigs to use as primitive chopsticks. He encouraged the children to try catching the sliding food before it reached the end. The children eagerly reached out their sticks into the rushing stream. With quick reflexes, they skillfully pinched the cool noodles right out of the water. They tasted the chilled noodles, and their faces lit up with pure, uncontainable joy. The once scorching and sticky dough was now delightfully cool, smooth, and refreshing. Seeing the happy reaction, the rest of the tribe cheered loudly with excitement. More villagers lined up along the sides of the long bamboo flume with wooden sticks. The village cooks began preparing large batches of fresh dough strips by the campfire. They dipped the noodles in boiling water and brought them quickly to the top station. Soon a steady stream of delicious noodles was racing down the green bamboo slide. Adults and children alike laughed as they tried to catch the fast-moving food. Some were quick and caught large mouth-watering bites on their first attempt. Others missed and laughed heartily as the noodles rushed past them down the slope. At the bottom of the bamboo track, a woven basket caught any noodles that escaped. Nothing was wasted, and the entire community participated in this thrilling new activity. To add more flavor, the villagers collected wild herbs and crushed savory seeds. They dipped their freshly caught chilled noodles into small stone bowls of herbal dipping broth. The combination of cold mountain water and wild seasoning was incredibly delicious. The oppressive summer heat was completely forgotten amid the laughter and splashing water. The village elder took a bite and nodded in deep approval and satisfaction. He praised the young inventor for turning a daily meal into a joyful community celebration. From that day forward, the bamboo water slide became a beloved summer tradition for the tribe. Whenever the summer sun beat down relentlessly, the villagers gathered by the bamboo grove. They worked together to inspect, clean, and set up the long bamboo flumes. Young hunters learned how to select the best bamboo stalks for a perfectly smooth ride. Gatherers experimented with different wildflowers to make stronger and thinner dough strands. The community bond grew even stronger as everyone shared the work and the fun. Eating was no longer just a solitary chore for survival in a harsh landscape. It had evolved into a vibrant social ritual filled with shared happiness and cooperation. Neighboring tribes who visited the valley were deeply astonished by the clever invention. They watched the noodles glide down the hill and eagerly asked to join the feast. The villagers gladly welcomed the strangers and shared their wooden chopsticks with them. Sharing a cool meal together helped build strong friendships and prevent potential conflicts. Soon neighboring settlements began building their own bamboo water slides along their hillsides. The ingenious idea spread from valley to valley across the ancient Japanese archipelago. Over hundreds of generations, the tools and ingredients continued to evolve and improve. Primitive acorn dough eventually gave way to refined wheat and fine somen noodles. Obsidian tools were replaced by sharp metal blades to craft even smoother bamboo pipes. Yet the fundamental spirit of the flowing water meal remained completely unchanged. People still gathered side by side outdoors under the warm summer skies. They still listened to the soothing sound of rushing water within the green bamboo. They still felt the playful thrill of catching cool noodles as they zipped past. Today, this cherished tradition is known throughout the world as Nagashi Somen. Modern Japanese families and friends still build bamboo slides during hot summer festivals. They stand together with chopsticks in hand, waiting for the cool noodles to flow. It stands as a timeless testament to ancient human creativity and our love for communal joy. A simple observation by a prehistoric Brook blossomed into a timeless culinary masterpiece. It proved that even in ancient times, humans sought delight, comfort, and togetherness. The story of the bamboo flume reminds us of our deep connection with nature and community. Simple natural elements like water, bamboo, and dough can bring endless happiness to generations. The ancient Japanese ancestors gave the world an enduring tradition of cooling refreshment. Their playful ingenuity continues to echo every summer down rushing streams of cold water. Long ago, before modern kitchens existed, humans discovered joy in simple flowing water. They transformed a humble meal into an unforgettable celebration of life and harmony. The rushing mountain water still whispers the story of the first prehistoric bamboo slide. The laughter of those early ancestors still resonates in every summer festival today. Thousands of years of history and culture glide gracefully along a single bamboo stalk. Through creativity and unity, ancient people truly mastered the art of living well. The legacy of the flowing noodles remains a bright symbol of Japanese culinary brilliance. Every cool bite captured from the stream carries the spirit of that first prehistoric summer. It connects the distant ancient past with the vibrant living present in the sweetest way. So next time you enjoy noodles flowing down cold water, remember where it all began. It began with a curious mind, a stalk of green bamboo, and a refreshing mountain stream. Prehistoric ingenuity turned a hot summer day into an eternal feast of joy. The simple bamboo flume will forever flow, carrying friendship, laughter, and tradition into the future. Human innovation was never just about survival, it was always about thriving together in joy. The ancient stream continues to flow, and the joyful feast never truly ends. From a primitive Stone Age camp to the modern world, the bamboo noodle slide endures. It remains one of the most delightful inventions born from the ancient Japanese wild. A timeless harmony between human cleverness and the generous gifts of Mother Earth. The story of the first flowing noodle feast will forever inspire and unite us. The endless green bamboo forests still stand tall, keeping the ancient memory alive forever. And whenever the summer heat arrives, the cold mountain water will always flow again, bringing people together, one cool, delicious slide at a time across all of history. That is the true magic of the prehistoric bamboo flowing noodle tradition, an ancient gift of joy that time itself can never wash away. The enduring spirit of the prehistoric Japanese innovators lives on with every single catch. Forever flowing, forever refreshing, and forever uniting people under the bright summer sun. The simple bamboo shoot remains an eternal bridge of connection across thousands of years. A humble prehistoric idea that conquered the summer heat and captured the human heart. Let the cold mountain water flow, and let the joyful feast continue for generations to come. The ancient bamboo noodle journey stands complete as a timeless celebration of human ingenuity. Small prehistoric settlements flourished alongside peaceful rivers and green bamboo groves. A continuous stream of cool noodles cascaded under the warm Japanese summer sun. The harmonious scenery of nature and human creativity created an unforgettable art of living. Natural green bamboo and cold spring water provided generous nourishment for the entire village. The ancient bamboo forest rustled softly in the refreshing summer mountain breeze. Pure spring water kept rushing endlessly through the elevated green shoots. Villagers of every age shared laughter and delicious moments along the water slide. Glistening water drops and joyful smiles brightened every corner of the prehistoric feast. The tribe members raised their wooden bowls together in heartfelt celebration of life. Every hunter and gatherer took pride in catching their own fresh, chilled bites. The bright summer sun illuminated the lush landscape and the thriving community. The long wooden flume bridged generations of wisdom, friendship, and ingenuity. The young prehistoric inventor smiled proudly beside his working water masterpiece. Rushing cold mountain streams carried the spirit of cooperation down to the last drop. Together under the golden sunset, the entire tribe celebrated the timeless magic of the flowing noodle tradition.